How many things do we need? 50?
70. Well, we need 50 to get to the next area, and then we need 70 to, or whatever, I don't know. Pole jumping, yeah, okay.
Let's go.
God, you can't pick out of order?
No, you can get them out of order, but you can't pick them out of order.
It's very annoying.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, imagine how much smoother this would go if you got to choose which ones you wanted to do.
I think if you get, the 6th star, you should be able to choose from the ones before that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, sure.
If you leapfrog stars, you should be able to pick from the ones you
Yeah. I mean, let's just go back and tell them.
Yeah, let's go let Miyamoto know that's what they should have done. Hey, but Keith, speaking of gay stuff, you want to talk about your whole new sitch you got going on?
Yeah, I moved in with Gavin. We have an apartment that we're living in. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Or do you just want me to just describe gay
stuff?
Oh, we peed on a rock together. That was very intimate.
This is your first relationship with a boy, is it not?
It is, yeah.
With a boy. Is it weird that I call him a boy?
No, I call him a boy all the time.
He looks like a boy.
He does look like a boy.
I mean, you kind of do too.
Yeah, we both look like
You're both boys.
We're both boys.
I mean, like boys as opposed to men, I guess is what I mean. You're just cute little boys.
Yeah, we're just tiny baby boys. What were we talking about? Yeah, so we just because we didn't have when I moved in, did I think that somebody stole a piece of my bed frame?
I think I have a memory of you earlier today saying the words bed frame, but I definitely wasn't listening.
Okay, so what happened when I first started moving in, and we both work a lot, so basically, and I have 10 times more stuff because I already was living in an apartment by myself, so I had an entire
but he
apartment.
wasn't? He was with his parents?
Yeah, he was living with his parents, so he has a room full of stuff. He's 19.
19?
Yeah.
Cradle robber, right?
Yeah.
What's up? I guess he is a little boy. It's like a little tiny baby.
A tiny baby, boy.
Do you chew up his food for him and then regurgitate it into his mouth?
I mean, only if he's chirping. So I mostly was after work at 10 o'clock going with my little sedan and picking up carloads of stuff, which I did a very good job with. But on my first trip, the first carload of things, I had my bed frame in there, and I left a piece of it outside. I brought everything else in and went and got another carload of stuff and just kind of left it leaning against my house. Thought someone stole it for a week. And this is an essential piece to the bed frame. The bed frame does not work without this piece. It was just a garbage piece of wood that no one could possibly use for anything else. Thought someone stole it. Found out recently that my landlord stopped by, thought it was trash, and threw it away. So I had to get a whole new bed frame. Luckily, one was gotten for me by someone. I don't think there was a name attached to it. I made an Amazon wish list of stuff that we needed for the apartment that we couldn't afford to buy yet.
I fucked up.
So someone got me a bed frame that I put on an Amazon wish list, which was very, very nice. So we finally actually
Someone
just moved.
bought you a bed frame?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Check this out. I forgot you could do this. You double up. So I'm metal incorporeal Mario right now.
Nice.
Because you do that to get this one down here.
I was on Amazon. I found a cheap bed frame. Put it on an Amazon wish list with some other stuff that we needed, like curtains.
Are you fucking seeing how quickly I'm racking up these goddamn stars?
Yeah, you didn't have to collect 8 hidden coins. You want to do a fucking coins one?
Listen, I'm not disparaging you. I'm just saying, hey, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good. Yeah, you're doing a pretty good job.
I got to do pole jumping for red coins now.
Anyway, finally was able to move our mattress from the living room floor into the bedroom with an actual bed frame, so that was nice. And then we bought a couch off of some of his friends for $20.
I'm pretty sure my sister still just sleeps on a mattress on the floor.
What?
When she took over my room, I had a very, very basic metal bed frame.
Yeah.
And she got rid of it and just put my mattress on the floor and slept on that. For whatever reason, she's all about just a mattress on the floor.
It is legitimately less comfortable to be on the floor.
Without a bed frame.
Without a bed frame.
But with a mattress.
Or if you had if you had a box spring, Is it a box? Did she have a box spring?
No.
I
think she did have a box spring. What?
Kelly apparently sleeps on a mattress on the floor of Kyle's old room.
I think she sleeps with like a box spring and a mattress, but without a frame.
Okay.
Which
that's fine. Yeah. I guess if it was just a mattress on the floor, that's super uncomfortable and also bad for the mattress.
I think she does have a box spring. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I was living in Milton with, do you remember for a couple months when I was living with a zoo full of high school friends of mine?
Yes.
That one of them got us all evicted.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely remember that.
When I was living there, I had a box spring and a mattress on the floor. Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't mind it. It's just that it in my new apartment there's no. It's got a spiral staircase. So there's no way to get a box spring to the top floor. So I was like, well, good thing my mattress doesn't need my bed doesn't need a box spring. So I didn't have a box spring. So it was just the mattress on the floor for like the last 2 weeks. No.
Nicole is saying if you cut through the bottom of a mattress, you can...
Of a box spring.
You can fold it in half.
No, yeah, you can do that. But the bed frame that I had and the new one that I have have like built-in box springs. So I didn't need to...
Oh, this is what this is for.
What?
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a baby on the floor.
A baby's been left with me. I just figured out what this camera's for.
What?
Like when the camera angle of something you're trying to do is all fucked up and weird.
Yeah.
You do this and the camera stays right behind Mario's back. Why did I not figure that out before? Like, why did I not realize the use of that until just now?
I think that I realized the use of it.
Like this. This is kind of weird, but... Hey, baby.
Hello, baby. Did you have anything to say? No?
Oh.
It's just going. Bleh. That's all you do. Bleh.
Don't call her an it.
It's a baby.
She's a person. Her name's Anakin.
So your name Anakin? There was a customer at GameStop whose son name was Anakin.
Oh no.
Yeah. I was very bothered. I was super annoyed.
Dude, you fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up real bad. And like, here's the thing. You go, oh, how old's that kid? 16? No.
Wow. Wait, what?
Because that's when that movie came out in 99.
Yeah.
So,
but,
like,
okay.
Oh, did that baby come out, like, right when that hype was going on? No, that kid was, like, 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was imagining, like, a 6 or 7 year old kid. I was like, no, there can't be... Well, can't be someone in driver's ed called Anakin.
No, because that's the best case scenario. The best case scenario, I mean, for the parents' mindset, I feel like the best time to name your kid Anakin was before the movie was released. When you're like, I'm just so excited, my kid's gonna be named Anakin, this movie's gonna come out in 2 months, it's gonna blow everyone away, and then the movie comes out, and then it sucks, and now that kid is 16. But that guy had like fucking 8 years to stew on that movie and go like, nope, still Anakin.
The best time to call your child Anakin was like 20 years after Return of the Jedi, where anyone would only recognize that as a name from Star Wars if they remembered that one line from Return of the Jedi. And before Episode 1 was even a thing. That was probably the best time, the most acceptable time, because you wouldn't just hear that and go, oh, you're just a big Star Wars nerd that gave your child a fake Star Wars name.
Yeah, there are plenty of names in Star Wars that are of better characters with less conspicuous names. And I know that Star Wars has a universe filled with nonsense garbage names, but there are names in there that are not as fucking weird. Like Jar Jar.
Yeah, name your kid Jar Jar.
Rando. So I'm just very excited to have a bed in my bedroom and a couch in my living room finally.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, because it's been a while. It's been at first having a mattress in your living room is like kind of like a fun vacation.
Yep. Yeah.
And then it's like after a week,
okay.
it's like I feel like you know when you haven't showered and you're like, I feel gross. Imagine that, but your whole life feels like that, not just your skin. That's what it was starting to feel like. This baby's getting upset.
I think she's okay. For now.
Or she's trying to poop? I don't know.
Aww. She's gonna turn over. Do it, baby, go!
Can that baby turn over?
Yeah. Okay, she's very upset.
I told I'm a baby whisperer. I whisper to babies. Kyle, are you just gonna play this game from the floor now?
Hey, I'm on the floor. My microphone reaches to the floor.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. Why are you on the floor?
Because that's where the baby is.
I mean, there are a lot of things in a lot of places.
You know what?
That doesn't mean I gotta
no, you know
be
what this
there.
is?
What?
You know what this is? This is the mattress in your living room of recording. It's like I definitely don't want to do it forever, but for right now, it's like a fun thing that I've
like a
never done
change of
before.
Scenery?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I had done mattress in the living room before.
Sure.
It's a fun thing.
I had a futon in bed mode as a couch for like 2 to 3 years in high school.
Ugh,
I mean, that wasn't me. That was my mom's choice, but it was kind of cool. It was very annoying sometimes, but very cool other times.
Ugh, don't like it.
I mean, futons in general are just kind of the worst.
Yeah.
And this wasn't even a good futon.
Yeah. I had you never had been to my old apartment.
I've never been to any of your apartments ever. So.
You went to one. You went to the one in Milton one time because my friends gave you weed.
No, they didn't.
They didn't?
No.
Why do I have this
I would have
memory?
loved if your friends gave me weed, but that didn't happen.
Why do I remember you like picking me up in Milton at my apartment?
I picked you up outside your apartment once or twice, but I definitely never went in, I don't think.
Oh, okay, because they definitely would have given you drugs.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So, sorry about that.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Now we just have to wait 2 years for it to be legal in this state.
There's already dispensaries.
Yeah, but you need one of those medical marijuana things.
Yeah, just get one. You got depression.
You sure do.
Yeah, so just tell a doctor. I have depression, can I have a weed card? I'd smoke your medical weed once. I'd try your medical weed.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
And here's why.
Why?
Because just like yesterday or the day before, I re-listened to our old podcast where you talked about your 2 experiences with weed up to that point. I was like,
it would be hilarious either way it went. I mean, it would be terrifying. It's possibly that it would go terrifying for me at the time, but later on it would be fun.
Here's a line
Remember
from that podcast.
when you and Austin berated me about OkCupid on that podcast? I knew at the time.
That's a totally
It's the same sort of thing, because at the time I'm like, this is very annoying, but also I understood that it would make a very good episode.
It was still super annoying to me that you wouldn't tell me that person's profile.
Yeah.
Just so I could see it.
That's a violation of privacy. You can't do this.
But they were a fan of our videos, so I feel like it would have been perfectly reasonable to just ask her if I could see it. I mean, you wouldn't even do that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask anybody anything.
That much is apparent. Ugh, this is some hot garbo.
Yeah.
Right here.
Do it.
No, I can't.
You could have done that.
No. Well,
do it. Oh! See, there you go. Just gotta believe in the heart of the cards.
You're right.
These 8 coin things are really, really a slog.
Yeah, they are, for sure. Which is why we hadn't done any until now.
Right. This is some sleepy music. So my point was that at my last apartment, my couch was a futon that was so bad that it was not good as a couch or a futon. It was like $80 or something at Walmart, and it was the kind that like you snap it up and then it snaps down into a how do I describe it? Oh, you know, like patio furniture or like sunbathing chairs where you like if you snap them shut, you can fold them back open into like a lie down thing.
Sure.
It's like that, but a whole couch. And
that's like every futon, right?
No, I feel like because this one has like slats, and you move the slats down, and it slides into place, and the mattress is one solid piece. With this, the mattress is 2 halves that are each cushions, and then there's a center part that is like an uncomfortable thing. It's hard to explain. It just trust me that it's terrible.
I'm lost. Yeah, sure.
But it's not good. So I threw it out, and we got this new couch. It's very comfortable, finally. So that's just my whole life, is looking at furniture and getting my house not a mess.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Right?
There's boxes everywhere and shit. Remember when you couldn't get that rabbit?
Yeah, and then remember when I got that rabbit, though?
I got the rabbit.
I got the rabbit. I definitely got the rabbit, for sure. I love these things.
Those are fun.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Because, like, what even are they?
Right? Oh, that was the line from the podcast where you talked about smoking weed. Later on, this was my favorite line from that podcast was, it was like 2 things I know for sure. 1, your mind is made out of blocks.
Yep.
2, what even is this right now? Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
No. Oh, no.
What? Was that the same podcast that you were telling me that you were listening to? What was the other thing where you were like, I was just listening to us talk about this 2 years ago or some shit? The other day.
Oh. That was a different podcast. I think what happened was I started listening to an old podcast of ours, but I was, like, streaming it.
Yeah. You were streaming you listening to us?
No, like, not streaming it out. Like, I was...
because you have done that.
Yeah. Instead of downloading the podcast, I was just, like, streaming the podcast directly to my iPhone.
Yeah. Nice.
And, thank you. And for some reason, that podcast stopped working, so I picked a new one, and that was the new one.
Okay. And what was the thing that we were discussing that was relevant to a previous conversation?
I don't
remember.
It wasn't relevant to anything. I just told you out of the blue, like, hey, I'm listening to this podcast right now, and we're role-playing me as EA coming over to tell you about EA Access, and it was hilarious.
Right. I do remember that being super funny.
They're just kind of like, hey, Keith, it's EA. And you're just like, couldn't you have called ahead? Because it's like really inconvenient for you to just show up like this. Like, oh, sorry, I just wanted to tell you about the thing. No, that's fine. You can say your thing, but just next time call. Like, I can go if you want me to. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just do your thing. But next time, like, just like call or whatever.
That's a good time.
Yeah.
I used EA Access.
Did you?
Yeah, I used it for the free E3 week.
The thing I've been hearing about EA Access is that it's like impossible to unsubscribe from. So there's a ton of people that don't want it anymore that can't get out of it.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds obnoxious.
I don't want to go inside the pyramid. That sounds like a bunch of balls that I don't want to get involved with.
Yeah, during E3 they gave everybody like a free week. Remember that?
No.
Oh, yeah, you mostly missed E3.
Yeah, I did.
I caught the tail end of that and played like a ton of FIFA 15. Is basically all I did with it. That's a pretty fun game, turns out. And
it's very strange to me that you would be interested in.
Well, here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to stream me making a character, and so I made sort of a cross between.
Is the character creator supposed to be really bad in that game?
It's not good. It's not bad.
Okay.
It's just you can make horrible things with it.
Sure.
I made a guy that looked like the boy from Spy Kids mixed with Nigel Thornberry of the Wild Thornberries.
Oof.
And
I can't really imagine what that would be, but sure.
And I ended up doing really well with him. I played, over the course of the week that I had the game, I played maybe 10 games. I didn't let a single goal into my...
What is...
It's a thing.
Can I just get to that, or like, what's the deal with that thing? That doesn't...
I mean, you can try it, but I bet...
that thing, though... This looks like disaster, but let's give it a shot. No, definitely not.
No, that's not what you wanted.
Mamma mia!
Do you want to hear a bet I had with a rich acquaintance of mine that I'm very mad about? You know when you do a bet and then you win or lose the bet, and then like either you have to honor your side or the other person has to honor their side because you won or lost?
I don't do a lot of bets, but I know the
that's how it
fundamental
goes.
concept of a bet.
Right,
sure.
right. So I was in...
Yeah, to answer your question, Keith, yes, I am familiar with bets.
Okay. And you know that I don't do a lot of betting.
I mean, I think you do more than me. I think you're
Is that true?
quicker to bet than I am.
Is it true?
I think so.
I'll ask you to recall the Hampton Beach pinball incident.
Oh, God. I was dying to get Keith to wager like 50 cents on a game of pinball. And this was, I think, before I had become a pinball fiend. So
Right.
It wasn't like I was definitely way better than Keith, and I'm just using up all my lives right now. And Keith just would not wager 50 cents on a pinball game.
Mostly the thing that I bet on is like trivia games, where I feel like I have a shot because I'm good at trivia games. And but this guy Drew, I was talking about how I wanted to get a new 3DS XL for no reason. Where I was just like, I have a 3DS already, but I just like the thing. I like the new thing. And
Yeah.
they were having a promotion where, since I was a GameStop employee, I could basically get the new 3DS XL for like $90 instead of $220 or something.
Wow.
And he was like, okay, I'll make you a bet. I'll play you in NHL, because we had the standee, and he was like, I'll play you in NHL on the stand. A game I've never played before, and he plays all the time. If I beat you've got to buy...
Just to clarify, not a standee like a cardboard cutout. You're talking about like a
game
demo,
console,
a demo kiosk.
Kiosk, yeah. A game that he's played and had been playing recently, and that I had never played. Like if I beat you, you've got to buy this 3DS. And I was like, fine, but if I beat you...
Did you see that?
I did. You hit an invisible wall, it looked like. And then I said, fine, but if I beat you, you've got to buy me the 3DS. He agreed to it.
That is a large bet. What were you going to do if you lost?
Also buy the 3DS.
Him a 3DS.
No. I was going to buy myself the 3DS.
Okay, this is a bit of a false bet, I feel like.
Reminder that he, 1, agreed to it, and 2, is very wealthy.
Okay.
He agreed to it.
I mean, if you agreed to it, fine, but that's a ridiculous thing to agree to.
It is a ridiculous thing to agree to. He agreed to it. He shook on it. And then here's the fucking thing that he did. I fucking won, and I won so bad that he stopped playing in the last quarter. He just kind of dropped the controller and walked away.
Okay.
And then tried to argue that because the game didn't end, I didn't beat him.
That is some bullshit.
That's some fucking bullshit, right? And then tried to play it off because he had, like, at some point, I didn't have any money, and he had bought me like 2 lunches or something over the course of a week. Is your baby okay?
She's fine.
He had bought me like 2 lunches over the course of a week, and the next day or 2 days later was like, and Keith, you still owe me a fucking lunch. And
wow.
I was like, are you kidding me? Because in addition to that, in between him buying me the lunches and then
here's a lunch, eat my dick.
In between that, I had bought him like 3 drinks from Starbucks and 5 Guys. This fucking piece of shit, this rich asshole. Fuck you, Drew. If you guys know Drew, fuck that guy.
Call out on Drew.
Call it on Drew. You're on notice. This was like 2 months ago. I'm still mad about it.
That is some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thinks I owe him a lunch when I bought him 3 drinks from Starbucks and 5 Guys. He bought me Panda Express. I bought him 5 Guys. Fuck off, Drew.
Yeah, what? Get fucked for sure, Drew.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure. Oh, is this Wet Dry World?
Sure is, Keith. Sure is Wet Dry World.
The sequel to Dry World.
I guess for this star, I mean, if I'm really having trouble with it, I could use my official Mario 64 player's guide that I found at my mom's house.
Nice. When were you at your mom's house?
It was months ago.
Oh, okay.
I guess technically it's not her house anymore. She doesn't live there.
No.
Just my grandma's house now.
And also your grandma sold it and they're going to knock it down.
Well, that ended up not going through.
Really?
Yeah. Now they're in the process of... It's like a whole thing where like the Historical Society denied it.
Oh, I heard about this. Because it's in Lexington and it's like 60 years old.
No, it's like 200 years old.
It's like 200 years old?
Yeah. It's an old house.
Okay, because it's a 200-year-old shitty house.
Yeah.
With, as far as I know, no historical value other than being 200 years old.
Yeah.
God, Lexington sucks. Are they arguing with the Historical Society?
It's something like they have to prove, I guess, what's called a hardship, meaning that like they have to prove that nobody will buy the house for that price without being able to knock it down. So they
look at the house.
Right. They
have one person look at the house.
They have to like have it on the market for 3 months and not be sold.
Okay.
So now they're basically just gonna like put it on the market and then not actually ever show it to anybody.
Right.
And then just be like, oh, house has been on the market for 3 months.
Right. I mean, I guess you still could show it to people. It's just that no one's gonna buy it. If they did, then that's great. It saves them a month or 2.
Yeah, I guess so. Or it might not be the same price. It might be like no one will buy it at all, or I don't know what it is.
Right.
I think it's that nobody will buy it at all.
Without wanting to knock it down.
It might be like you have to have like someone appraise the house as it is. Oh, baby. It might be like you need to have an appraiser appraise the house as it is and then prove that no one will buy it for that price. That sounds like what might be the case. I don't really know.
Either way, it sounds like some bullshit.
Yeah, it is some bullshit.
Because it's fucking old. Ugh, that's annoying.
She like rolled over on her side. Anytime that happens, she's been getting mad.
Yeah, this is the world's angriest baby. I've never seen such wrath.
She's getting rowdy.
She's getting rowdy. She was throwing daggers. Shooting daggers. Shooting daggers. She was shooting and throwing daggers. Ugh.
Keith, my mattress in the living room analogy for sitting on the floor definitely proved to be accurate. I had fun for a while, but by the end there, I was definitely ready to get back on this couch.
Well, here's the thing about sitting on the floors is that it's uncomfortable for your legs and your butt.
Sure.
You get like a real sore butt from just sitting on a hardwood floor.
Yeah. I know all about sore butts.
Yeah.
Ask me anything about having a sore butt.
Why do you have a sore butt?
I sat on this hard floor for a little while.
Okay. Why do you usually have a sore butt?
You know, I don't like to talk
Just
about
as the palate
I don't
cleanser?
like to talk about my private life, Keith.
Okay.